Hi, this is Richard Shockley from Richard Shockley's Virtual Bowling Academy, and here's our tip of the week. Okay, today's tip. Let's talk about different release positions. Let's start number one with what we call forward roll. As you can see, I've got my bowling ball traced with a yellow line all the way around it. Now obviously it's not sitting off like a perfect ball track, but for demonstrations I'm going to show you what we see here. Tough lane conditions. You know, a lot of my students go to tournaments, they've got tough lane conditions, transition, or for you beginner bowlers, they just can't get good ball roll and can't carry. So what we see is to stay with your ring finger more behind the ball. As you can see, the inside of my elbow is facing forward. Tape is going to be forward, straight over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to roll this ball and watch the tape. I'm going to roll it to my professional cameraman here, Kevin, and you're going to see this tape end over end. Let's do that again, Kevin. Now, remember, fingers behind the ball. If we have a clock face, these fingers are going to be back here around 7 o'clock, thumb over here around 1, around noon, straight behind the ball. Wrist firm. I'm just going to kind of release it and let it come off the center of my hand. Actually, I want that to feel right in here. We don't want to turn to the side. We want to stay right behind the back. Great bowlers that do this on tour are Walter Ray and Chris Barnes and many others, maybe Norm Duke. Here we go. One more time. End over end type roll. Now let's demonstrate a little bit different type of rotation, which is more prevalent from a lot of us bowlers, called 45 degrees or 50 degrees. Now that sounds real technical. It's not a big deal. This is where most of us release the ball. As you can see, I've got a positive axis point marked with some tape. Now as we roll the ball, we're going to turn our hand slightly to the side. And it's going to roll in this position. This is a 3/4 type roll, very prevalent with most bowlers. Now, here's another release position that we really don't like, and I see it kind of what we call maybe a chicken wing or your elbows flying out. If you want to do this, put a piece of tape right on the inside of your elbow, okay? And I want you to see that tape stay forward. Now here's the problem. Bowler comes down, and what they're going to do is they're going to turn this elbow out. It's going to flip in. This is going to turn this way. Hand goes right around the side of the ball. And this is what we call a spinner. Not a very good ball track, not for great carry. So here we go. One more time, the 3 different releases. Okay, Kevin, here we go. End over end, forward roll. Well, I did that one better. Okay. Then we're going to have what we call the 3/4 roll, which is what I do. Most of my students also. Slightly around the side. Okay. And then we're going to do the spinner. A lot of the kids use this spinner release, and we have to break them with their you're young. Okay, here we go. We're going to spin it. Watch my fingers come all the way around it. No good. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's tip. Different release positions. Take your game to another level. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this week's tip. For a personalized lesson, you can send your videos to me at Richard Shockley's virtualbowlingacademy.com to help you take your game to another level.